Good morning and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Good morning to you all. I hope I find you well. We are going to do this broadcast on Citizen AY. The reason why we are doing the broadcast on Citizen AY, well, not the reason. We normally broadcast on both Citizen AY on Facebook and YouTube. Right now, they've blocked us on Facebook. That's okay. We're not going to worry about that. That's where you come in. We'd like you to broadcast this, share this broadcast. This is why we've been saying all along that we need you all to please help us share our broadcast. We need you to help us share the broadcast. It is very, very important. We have very important message that we want to share with you, and we want you all to help us in this message. The message is what we're going to talk about. This platform is for the Yoruba, Igbo, and Middle Belt unity. We want to go. This platform is fully for and supporting 100% the referendum. Ninas is advocating for referendum, so are we. We are in support of Ninas, and as many of you will know, we have been doing a lot of work on that front. Just a quick question, a quick mention. We support Oloye Igboho and, of course, Professor Banji Akintoye. We will talk more about that. But what we would like you to do is to help us share this broadcast. As I speak to you right now, Facebook have blocked us, so we cannot share our broadcast on Facebook. What you can do is to share this broadcast, share it via WhatsApp, Twitter, all of those things. We need you all. We need you all to help us in this journey, because what is going on now is it's crazy, it's unacceptable, and we don't stand for it. Our unity as Southerners is sacrosanct. Did you hear me? Our unity as Southerners is a must, and we mustn't let anybody distract or detract us from our unity. Our unity is so important. Our unity is so important. Yesterday, we saw the attempts by many to try to destroy and to destroy the name of Professor Banji Akintoye. And many of us came out, myself included. We were on a broadcast and we spoke and we showed and demonstrated our support for Professor Banji Akintoye. Let me just see if I can actually get something up. I'm just trying to make sure that we all understand in no uncertain terms that we are fully behind and we support Professor Banji Akintoye and Oloye Igboho. We support them 100%, and nothing will change that. Professor Banji Akintoye has opened our eyes in many respects to the injustices that has been going on, that's been carried out against Southerners and Yorubas. He heads the there we go. So that's Professor Banji Akintoye right there, and that's the man that we are all in support of. As you are getting this broadcast, I'd like you to please share it. You can see there, that's Professor Banji Akintoye, and that's Oloye Igboho. They are working together. Now, that was taken in their house, in his house in I think it's in Osun State. I can't remember which state, but that's the house that they shot into now. Now, what I do want you to, if I remember correctly, no, that might be Oloye Sunday. It might be Oloye Sunday Igboho's house. Sorry, I'm not too sure, but you can see that they were together. That is the main thing there. The main thing I want you to take from this is that they were standing together. And that is what we are going to do. We are standing together. I want you to help me get this broadcast out there. Facebook are clearly making things very difficult, and they are making it impossible for us to reach as many people as possible. They are trying to silence us. We mustn't accept it. We must continue. We must continue to speak up for our rights as Southerners. This picture, which I'm going to show you again, I want to bring you this picture. I want you to, and I'm going to read the words on there. The words on there are very important. So if you're watching this broadcast, right now, Facebook have blocked Citizen AY. That's okay. Don't worry about that. What I want you to do is to help me share this broadcast. How many people can you reach with the broadcast? Can you do that? Can you share the broadcast so it goes to as many people as possible? Can you do that? So we are going to do as many as we can now. We're going to do as many as we can. We want to reach as many people as we can so that you can watch us and speak to us and make sure that people are aware of what is going on, the oppression, the suppression, the injustice. These are why we are here. We are here to expose the fraud, to make sure that those who are oppressing us, they no longer get away with it. Your support is very much needed in this area. Please, what we need right now, we need our unity, we need our togetherness. We need that more than ever. We need that more than ever. So what I would like you to do is, as you are getting this broadcast, I would like you to really, please, share, and share. It is of immense importance. It is of immense importance that we share it and we talk for a few minutes, because there was an attempt to destroy the name of Professor Banji Akintoye yesterday. There was an attempt to ridicule him. There was an attempt to make him look like, just to portray him in a very bad light. And that is something that we must all categorically reject. We must all. And the same with Oloye Igboho. They were trying everything they could to destroy his name, to destroy, his character. What we are doing, obviously, is to try and reach as many people as possible with our broadcast. As I speak to you, Facebook have blocked Citizen AY. Now, I've been blocked from doing a live broadcast for a whole month. On Facebook. And that's okay. They can, if that's what they want to do, let them do that. But in the picture, let me explain what that picture is showing you. That picture is showing you 3 different belief systems. It is showing you 3 different belief systems. And those 3 different belief systems are what we practice in the South. We have the Babalawos in the middle of the picture. This one here. Those are the Babalawos in the middle of the picture. We have the church, the Christians, with the pastor and the congregation. And then we have the Muslims who are sitting down and praying, all Yorubas, all Southerners. What I want you all to do is simple. Our common enemy are the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. Let me say that again slowly. Our common enemy are the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. You will have noticed that so far the federal government has refused to proscribe the Fulani terrorists. That is where you come in. We need all Southerners, Yorubas, Igbos, Middle Belt, to stand together. We need all the religious factions to come together. That is, in Yoruba land, we have the Babalawo, the native people in the middle. That is who we are. That is our history. That is our beginning, and we cannot ignore that. Then we have the Muslims. Many of you may not know this, but there's a little bit of a history lesson. Before the Muslims, we had been in existence. We have been in existence as black people. We're the first people on this planet. And the proof of this, when they dug up in Kemet, what is known as Egypt, when they dug up and they were trying to do some building, they found at the bottom of everything was black Africans. Before Christianity, before Islam. Please, I don't say that to upset anybody. I'm just saying that is why. Please, your religion is respected. I'm not in any way, diminishing your religion. I'm just telling you that before any of those religions came, black man, African spirituality has been in existence. That's all I'm saying. Please do not take that as offense. Now, that is why I'm explaining that. So that is why we talk about that first. Then in the 7th century, Islam took hold in Africa. Islam took hold, in fact, all over the world. And that is where many Africans were enslaved. I'm sorry, these are facts. You can go and look at it. Then in the 14th century came Christianity. So that is why we need to understand that. I'm not just saying this for any effect, or I'm just saying it just so we know our foundation. Because all too often, I'm afraid, we're not familiar with our foundation. We haven't been familiar with our foundation. And I want to take this opportunity to get us all to be familiar with our foundation. It is who we are. Now, so that is just a small history lesson. We can go, that is a lot more complex than what I've just said now. We can break it down later on, and I'll be doing more discussions about that at a later date. But right now, what I'm trying to say is this. In the South, we have people practicing our own original religion, original spirituality, Babalawos and all things, across the whole of the South. We call them Babalawo in Yoruba land. There's a different name for it in Igbo land. There's a different name for it in Middle Belt. They have been there. We are calling on them to join us. We are also calling on the Muslims in the South to join hands with us. We are also calling on all Christians in the South to join hands. So all of the three different belief systems that we have, we are calling on you to please join us. Our common enemy are the bandits known as aka Fulani bandits, Fulani terrorists. We must collectively, the time has come for us to collectively confront them as Southerners. We must pray together as Babalawo, as Christians, as Muslims, for the unity of the South against the Fulani terrorists. That must be our prayer point. I urge you all, please, please, please share this broadcast. Make it go viral. You are very much needed in this struggle. We need your support to get this to go viral. Please, please, please share this broadcast. Please share, and share. Our unity as Southerners is sacrosanct. In fact, our survival as entire South against the aggression of the bandits also known as Fulani terrorists, our survival depends on our unity. So I am here to please ask you, tell family and friends, whatever you are choosing to do, whatever you believe in, if you're Babalawo and you go to the shrine, pray for the unity of the South. If you are a Muslim and you go to the mosque, pray for the unity of the South. If you're a Christian and you go to the church, we must pray for the unity of the South, because our common enemy are the Fulani terrorists, aka bandits. That's what they call them. And what is more, the Fulani government is refusing to proscribe them. You know, they were very quick and they rushed to proscribe IPOB. But when it comes to the Fulani terrorists, who they are sponsoring, they don't want to proscribe them. Oh, we are waiting to review them. Oh, we are waiting to check what is going on. Oh, this is what they are telling us. So please do not fall for the trick. We once again urge you all, please, as you're coming in, share this broadcast. We need to reach as many people as possible with this broadcast. It is very, very important that people get this information and begin to share it. The pictures that you see on the screen before you are of 3 different belief systems in the South. Babalawos, our local belief system, Islam, and Christianity. At this point, I respectfully urge that all the 3 must come together. We must all come together. The reason why you won't see me on Facebook, good morning to you all. Good morning, Christopher. Good morning, Oduatide. Good morning, Tawa Kilani. I greet you all. Please, as you are coming in, please give us the thumbs up, subscribe, and share. The message is simple. All Yorubas, indeed all Southerners, our common enemy are the bandits. So we urge all Babalawos, all pastors, all imams in Yoruba land and the entire South to pray for strength, wisdom, and unity among all Southerners to defeat bandits, also known as Fulani terrorists, that the federal government is refusing to proscribe. Amin, Ashe, Amin. Referendum now, Citizen AY. That is the simple message that I want you to spread. That is the message that we need. For without our unity within the Yorubas, within the Igbos, within the Middle Belt, without our collective unity as the South, we will not succeed in going for the nations that we want. We want our individual nations that is dependent on our unity. We will not survive by facing the Fulanis in our various factions. What is required is our unity. So I am here to urge you all, those of you Biafrans, Igbos, unite together. Please pray as together in your local belief system, like Babalawo, alternative, Christians, Muslims, pray together, pray for strength, unity, and wisdom to be able to defeat the Fulani terrorists, aka the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. As we speak, the Fulani government, the federal government, are refusing to proscribe them. Do not fall for any of those tricks. The time has come for us in our communities. In every community, there is a Babalawo. We need him. In every community, there is a Christian pastor. We need him. In every community, there is an imam. We need all the 3 of them to pray together. You see, there's congregation in every single one of the people of the religions. If you look in the picture, there are people in there. There are southern people who are coming there. So it is important that we honor and acknowledge this, that we Southerners, we need to combine ourselves together as Christians, as Babalawos, as Muslims. Combine our effort. Again, we pray for strength, wisdom, and unity among all Southerners to defeat the bandits aka Fulani terrorists. That is our common enemy. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching this, if it resonates with you, don't just watch. Please share. Share, share, share. I urge you all, don't just watch. Please share, share, and share. If this resonates with you, the message is simple. Southerners, our common enemy are the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. We must collectively confront them. Pray for the Southern unity against our common enemy, the Fulani terrorists. The reason why we have to do this is because the Fulani federal government have refused to proscribe them, meaning that they are giving them the free rein to go in and do as they please with us. They can kill, they can harm, and nothing will happen to them because they have the support of the federal government. Yesterday, you would see on the news they were talking about Taraba being attacked by the Ambazonians. It is a lie. It is a lie. It is a lie. The government of the day are ensuring that the Fulani terrorists take away land from the thief people. They don't like the fact that Governor Autumn is now arming the people by law, by amending the law to allow the Benuans to be able to defend themselves by the local guard, the local guard community, to have arms to defend themselves. So the government is saying, oh, the Ambazonians are attacking. If you notice, they were first is the IPOB. IPOB this, IPOB. Now they cannot say IPOB again because now IPOB is not, they cannot say IPOB is going to Taraba. They can't say that. So what are they going to do? They are going to come up with a lie and say that the Ambazonians are attacking them, when it's actually them who was attacking. You see, that, let me show you that video, if I can find the video. I saw that yesterday, and I thought we need to talk about this. So if you are watching, let us go and look at that broadcast, and I will challenge it point by point. Let us see if we can find this. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching this, I want you to please share. I want you to share it. I want you to go far and wide. The theme, the central theme is this: Southerners, our common enemy, are the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. That is our common enemy. And we must unite. We must pray for the Southern unity against our common enemy, the Fulani terrorists. That is the central thing that I put to you. I am sure that many of you who are watching me now, you agree with my assessment of this situation. We haven't got much time. It is saddening that some people are trying to do something. They are trying to spoil the name of Professor Banji Akintoye you see in the picture, and of course Oloye Igboho. Those two, they are speaking up for you and I. They are speaking up for you and I. We support them. There is nothing they can do to detract us from supporting Professor Banji Akintoye or Oloye Igboho, because they are speaking for the people. They are speaking for the people, and we support them 1000%. And I want us all to continue to support them, come what may. The government of the day, I want to show you, I'll see if I can show you another picture, but I'm going to just find you something first. So our grand undaunted support for Professor Banji Akintoye. Yes, we support them 1000%. Now, let me just get you that thing, and I want to show you why these guys are lying. And I want you to, we're going to talk through it. And when I explain it, when I talk to you about it and break it down, it will make sense to you. I want to show you some pictures. You see, the Fulanis, they are so afraid of our unity. They are trying to break it apart. And I'll give you In fact, before I play that picture, play you that one, let me play you this video. I want you to watch this video. They are afraid of our unity. They are extremely, extremely afraid. When I play this video, what I'm telling you now will make sense. Please, of course, continue to share this podcast. Now, I'm going to play you this video. You're going to hear them say, this is again, the Northerners. They're trying to divide us. Watch this. Listen. Here we go. Now, you're going to see it play. It's coming up. Okay, now watch this. Listen to what he's about to say.
Political dispensation. The voice of the people is the voice of government. Government has no authority on its own.
You see?
Whoever become a governor, a president, a senator, a member House of Reps, a member State House of Assembly, or a local government chairman is doing that on the neck of Nigerians. Now, Nigerians are not happy with what these governors are doing, even within the state that they reside. The people that they think are the members or the citizens or indigents of those states that they think they are truly not happy with this, because we have received several complaints, even from the Yorubas themselves, that their governors are doing what they are doing. And again, like I said,
did you hear that? They've had complaints. So Northerners are getting complaints from Yorubas about what our governors are doing. But he forgets to tell us, what is his thought? Has he mentioned the Fulani terrorist? Has this guy mentioned the Fulani terrorist? Not once. He hasn't mentioned the bandits or the Fulani terrorist. What they are trying to do is to create division among us in the South. That is why this picture is so important. This picture is so important. This picture, I want you to remember it. You have the Babalawos, you have the Christians, you have the Muslims. We must unite together and confront the Fulani terrorist. He will never mention it. I'm telling you. Watch. But let's go back to the picture, the video. He will never mention them. So this is what they're trying to do. This is where they're trying to break our unity. They're trying to now get in between and say, oh, we're not united. But they are united. Look at the way they're sitting down. He's sitting in the front and there are Fulanis behind him. And as they're doing that, the idea is they are united and they're working together. We need to unite. Southern unity is the only way we can defeat the Fulani terrorist. I want you all to know that. Please continue to share this broadcast. Make sure it reaches as many people as possible. Let's carry on and watch what is their lies, and we'll debunk it one by one.
Under a political dispensation. And these same people are saying that they needed power in 2023. I wonder how we, the Northerners, will accept to vote anybody that is not a Northerner in.
You see, a Northerner. Everything is about the North. We are slaves. I want you to know that this is evidence that we are slaves in our own land. They are trying to get us to divide and fight ourselves to keep them in power. It is our time now to break away from contractual Nigeria. We need unity. This type of unity is what we need. This type of unity. The Babalawos, the Muslims, and the Christians must come together. We must pray for Southern unity against our common enemy, the Fulani terrorists. I will keep reminding you time and time. Let's listen on.
2023 with this kind of arrangement that is going on, that openly, even as at this time that you are not in government, you are already indicating that you cannot unite the country. You are already you are already segregating against Nigerians. You are already...
The Fulanis are the ones who are bringing in Fulani terrorists from Niger, from Mali, from Chad, from Mauritania, from all over. From Guinea. Did I tell you? They come from Futajalon. Let me show you the picture. Let me remind you of that again. Now and then, we need to give them some home truths. These guys who are trying to come and tell us, the man speaking, this man is a Fulani man, and not a Fulani, is a Hausa man. But his boss, he is a slave to the Fulani terrorist. This man is an Hausa man, but his bosses are from the Fulanis who are controlling him. He is a Hausa man. This man. Yes. Now, let us go and get you that picture. 1 minute. Give me a minute, please. I'm just going to give you the I just need to make sure you have this. So do bear with me, because we shouldn't let these guys. We need to break this down piece by piece. We have to break it down piece by piece, because if we do not, Futajalon. Let's go. Yep, there you go. So now I'm going to show you. He is from Hausa. He is Hausa. I know that the man is Hausa, but his bosses. He is what. Let me read to you to understand him. Let me show you something else. Let us get this man. Ahmadu Bello. Let us bring him out. Let's have a look. So, to understand the Hausa man, I want to read to you this. You see, this man is a Hausa man, and I'm going to tell you where he fits into the narrative. Now, listen. These are the words of Ahmadu Bello in 1960, 12th of October 1960. Listen. The new nation, in their eyes, called Nigeria, should be an estate. This is 12 days after the so-called independence. You know it's a fraud. They wanted us enslaved to them. That's it. The new nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our grandfather, Uthman Dan Fodio. And Uthman Dan Fodio comes from Futajalon, because his parents are from Futajalon. Please keep following. Futajalon, Futatoru. They are in that area. It's in that area. That is it. Please remember that. Now, we must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We use the minorities in the north. Now, he is Fulani. We all know that the Fulani, not Fulani, he is Hausa. We know the Hausas are in the majority. But in the mind of the Fulani, they have to make the Hausas be in the minority and use them, make them believe they're in the minority and use them to oppress us. And that is what is happening now. So, when he's talking, remember, he says, when this man in the middle is talking, I've forgotten his name. When he's talking, we must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We use the minorities in the north. As far as the Fulanis are concerned, this Hausa man is a minority and is being used as a tool, willing tool, and the South as a conquered territory. They see you and I, Southerners, as conquered territory and never allow them to rule over us and never allow them to have control over the future. So you can see now that the man that is talking is a Hausa man who is a slave, a willing tool to the Fulanis who come from Futajalon. Are you following? So let's carry on now and watch his life.
Depriving some Nigerians from their means of livelihood. Now that you have not been given the opportunity to lead Nigeria, you are already doing this. Then what more if we decide to accept that we will support any candidate from the southern part of Nigeria? It means the north will be gone.
You see?
I think this is...
The north will be gone. We don't want to be part of you. You don't get it. Please, we want you go. Go. We want you to go. We want the north to go. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching this broadcast, I'd very much appreciate it if you can share, and share. We would really like it if you can share, and share. Again, I want to say categorically, we're stating categorically here that we support Professor Banji Akintoye 1000%. We support Professor Banji Akintoye 1000%. We support Professor Banji Akintoye 1000%. And we mustn't let anybody distract us from supporting Professor Banji Akintoye and Oloye Igboho. As we speak, the federal government of Nigeria, this man who are talking here, they are denying us our right to health care. They're denying Oloye Igboho his right to health care, to go and get the health care treatment he needs, that the Fulani government has failed to provide for us in contraction Nigeria. That's why we need to go for this for self-determination and referendum. We have to go for that. So let's carry on.
It's also a better and stronger basis within which we will continue to clamor and call on our people to know that they cannot and should never, and we will not allow through the ballot box anybody that will not unite this country to be the next president of Nigeria in 2023. Because automatically, You have indicated that you cannot hold this country together.
Is a
if you are given the opportunity to lead,
you
are only going to divide, because what you are doing now is a method of division. It's an indirect dividing the country.
What he is doing is divide and rule, and he doesn't want us to unite. This man is a willing tool. They want to keep Southerners divided, and I want you to see Southerners as what? As one. You see? Christians, Muslims, Babalawos, in one voice. The unity of the South. We need wisdom, strength, and unity. We need strength, wisdom, and unity. Strength, wisdom, and unity. Strength, wisdom, and unity in the South. When we have the strength, with the wisdom and the unity, we can confront the Fulani terrorists, and we will defeat them. It's not a question of maybe, without a doubt, because our unity is formidable. Our unity is, and they are so afraid. That is why you are seeing the statements that they're coming with, and they're trying to psychologically. This is all psychology. Never fear. Stand 100% with Professor Banji Akintoye. Stand with Oloye Igboho. Stand with Nnamdi Kanu. Stand with the Ninas. Stand. Our time has come. I urge you all, every Babalawo in the South, pray for unity of the South and begin to empower our people to stand up and defend themselves. Every church, pray for unity of the South and begin to empower people to stand for self-determination. Every Muslim mosque, every mosque, pray for the unity of the South. That is what they are afraid of. They are so afraid of the unity of the South. And we are there. They know it. Many of us are waking up. Our youth, the time is now to wake up. Unite. Wherever you are, don't change your religion. We support your religion. If you're a Christian, pray for the unity, strength, wisdom, and unity of the South. If you're a Babalawo, pray for the strength, strength, wisdom, and unity of the South. If you're a Christian, Islamic or Muslim, Southerner, pray for the strength, wisdom, and unity of the South. That is all we have to do. We need to do that prayer and take action on the prayer collectively. I hope you're following what we're doing. So let's continue on, and here we go.
Because where you deprive me of my means of livelihood, and what else do you expect me?
Talking about the means of livelihood, let me get you a picture of. I can't show you the picture of Professor Aborode, because if I show you, they'll bring the podcast down on YouTube as well. I don't want that. But these guys, by killing our farmers, they killed our farmers. And do you know, till date, please, if any farmer has been paid compensation in the South, let me know. Let us know if any farmer has been paid compensation. Let us know. You won't find any, by the way. But if you have found any, let us know. All they will do is talk. Not one farmer that has been killed or their family has been paid compensation in the South. So he's talking about our livelihood. That the farms, the food prices have gone through the roof because they've killed so many farmers that farmers don't go into the farm anymore to farm. They don't go to their farms. Everybody's staying home. And now they're giving us food. They close the borders. They're killing us. They're importing Fulani terrorists. And this guy is a slave to the Fulanis. He is a willing tool. The Hausa man in this picture is a willing tool to the Fulanis. Yes, that's his name. Aliyu, I think it's called. I think it's called Aliyu, if I'm correct. I think it's called Aliyu. But he's a willing tool to the Fulani terrorists. That's what he is. So let's listen on.
To do. What else? And we're talking of crime and criminality. And we're trying to see to it that crime and criminality is reduced to the barest minimum.
So why don't you proscribe? Why doesn't your government proscribe, your Fulani and your Hausa government? Why don't they proscribe the Fulani terrorists? Why don't they? Let me help you. Guys, let me tell you, so that you don't think I'm telling you nonsense. Let me get your video out. I'd just like to bring reference points. because it's very important to understand when we're talking about this, to understand that these guys are full of lies. They are full of lies. Please, ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching this, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. We really do need your support. We need to grow this platform. Facebook have blocked us, and we need you to help us reach as many more people as possible by helping us share this broadcast, making sure it reaches as many people as possible, so that Facebook can block us all they want, and they're blocking it for a whole month. For a whole month now, I won't be on Facebook, so I'm going to be on here almost every day. And so it is critical that whatever you can do to help us share our broadcast, anything that you're watching here, help us share it, because that way we can so we can actually go we can be able to get information out and carry on as normal, uninterrupted. Very, very important point there. So let me see. Okay, hang on. Okay, let me just go here. So 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. I was gonna do something quickly, but there we go. So I'm gonna show you that video in a minute, to hear the general telling you that they are looking at it. They are looking at instead of proscribing. They were very quick to proscribe IPOB. But when it comes to the Fulani terrorists and the bandits, we are looking at it when we have and then we will come back and proscribe them when we've done our research, our findings. You see what I mean? And in the meantime, thousands upon thousands of Southerners are being killed. That is why our unity is so essential. Now, let's just go ahead. Let me just see. So I'm going to just put that up. So those of you watching on other platforms, if you can help us share it, so now if you can help us share that, it'll be very much appreciated. We need to get the views, get more and more people supporting us on here, because as I speak, Facebook have blocked us. I will not be able to go live on Citizen AY on Facebook for a whole month. In that time, please, I will be doing my broadcast here every time at short notice, on a light, driving, whatever, when I'm going for my walks, anything, I'll be on here. I normally do. That's why I'm grateful for the support that we have on YouTube. You guys have always been there. We just need you all to continue to help us share this broadcast, make it reach as many people as possible. Now, let's go back to where I was trying to show you. 1 second. Let's get this right. This one. Okay. So let us go and find you the video of when they 1 second, please. I just want to show you a video of the general saying that they are going to be waiting and reviewing. Meanwhile, whilst they are reviewing, our people are being killed on a daily basis. They don't care about you as a Southerner. All of this, what they do now is all to try and make you divided. They want to keep us divided, and we need to counter that. Now, let us get this ready. Where is it now? 1 second, please. Let me just see. Okay, yeah, okay. I got something I need to do. Give me a minute, please. I just want to show you this video, because that way I want you to hear what they're saying. It's not. I don't want you to just sort of. I don't want you to be under any illusion whatsoever. That's the idea now. I want you to be under no illusion whatsoever, to understand that their game plan is to keep us divided so that they can take over the land. Now, here we go. Listen to this now. Let me go. So here we go. Where is it now? So I'm going to put it here. You will see come up. 1 minute, and I'll bring it back again. Watch this now. Now. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So watch this now. Track them. This guy wants to complete it in procedure. Once we follow it, is all he said. I am 1 minute. They do this, but they were very why. We will now procedure. 1 minute. Sorry. We have to listen to these words. I want you to listen now. Listen to his words. and they come from Futajalon. Here we go. It's time to send them back, Listen to this. Now, remember I said 1 minute 34. It's not, I thought it was actually 15 seconds. It's 8 seconds. Listen again.
When the procedure is followed, they may be classified as terrorists. But we are waiting for the procedure to be completed.
Did you hear that? Let me play it again. It's all of 8 seconds. If you blink, you miss it. Listen now. Watch. Listen again.
When the procedure is followed, they may be classified as terrorists. But we are waiting for the procedure to be completed.
You see that? So now I'm going to come back. I'm going to bring that. Now, can you tell this Aliyu, Dr. Aliyu, to explain to us why he's refusing to talk about the fact that the federal government have still, as we speak, not proscribed Fulani terrorists? Just a simple question, with everything he's saying. Can he explain that to us? Can he explain that? Good afternoon, Peter Odasa. Yes, sit at home should be for the whole South. I agree with you. Welcome on board to you all. Please share. Welcome on board. Please share the broadcast. Please share the broadcast. Please share. I agree. Sit at home should be, something that we should all be involved in. And we are hearing that they're putting the life of Nnamdi Kanu at risk, but the government, by torturing and everything else. And we say this is unacceptable, and the government of the day must release Nnamdi Kanu. He's done nothing wrong, and this is the oppression that we're talking about. This is yet more proof. Remember, Omoyele Sowore is still in an open prison in Abuja. He cannot leave Abuja on bail, and he's done nothing wrong. And people who have committed crimes, Fulanis and Hausas, they're getting away with everything. We are slaves in our own land, and we can no longer accept this. RIP, one Nigeria. Let's carry on. So let's play this now.
The government at the center is doing everything humanly possible to ensure that crime and criminality across the federation is being reduced.
Okay, he said that, right? Okay, they're doing everything they can. Let me just bring this back. I don't want to shout. You can hear it with your own lips. You can hear it with your own mouth. So they're doing everything possible, Okay, watch this. Now, remember 1 minute 34. It's not, I thought it was 15 seconds. It's 8 seconds. Listen again.
When the procedure is followed, they may be classified as terrorists. But we are waiting for the procedure to be completed.
So that is him telling us. So what does it want? So do you see that contradicts what he's just saying? That is a clear lie. The government is doing everything. They're not. I've given you, that's the evidence I'm giving you right there. Here we go. Watch you.
Across the federation is being reduced to the barest minimum. But
it is a straight lie. This Dr. Aliyu is lying. The government of the day is refusing to proscribe Fulani terrorists. You've just got the evidence. We are going to follow the procedure. Once you follow the procedure, then we will then come back and proscribe them. You heard it from the lips of the general. They are trying to divide us as Southerners. We need to do what is in this picture. Unite. We must unite. Babalawos, Christians, Muslims, we must unite. All Yorubas, indeed all Southerners, our common enemy are the bandits. So we urge all Babalawos, all pastors, all imams in Yoruba land and the entire South to pray for strength, wisdom, and unity among all Southerners to defeat the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists, that the federal government is refusing to prescribe. Amin, Ashe, Amin. Referendum now. This is from Citizen AY. I want us all to carry that message. And again, I support what Peter also is saying here, that we should adopt the sit at home. And I think it's time for us to start looking at that constructively. but obviously it needs a lot more discussion. But let's carry on.
This act, you are indirectly instigating violence. You are indirectly instigating chaos. You are indirectly,
Can you believe this? By the government refusing to proscribe Fulani terrorists, they are telling the Fulani terrorists to carry on and kill more Southerners quickly. That's what's happening. So when he's talking to you about this, it's all pure lies. It's pure nonsense. Nonsense. Let's carry on.
Expressing that you are not willing to continue to, to harbor.
Just look, I want you to look at the picture there. Look at how that picture is done. You got two Fulani men or Hausa Fulani men behind him. They are standing in unity. The very unity that they are trying to prevent us from having in the South. Do you understand? Do you understand? They are afraid that when the South unites, it's game over for them. They are afraid. They know that the minute that the South unites, it is game over. And that is why we must go for that. Again, I urge you all, this is the image that we need to portray in our minds, in the minds of our people. Do not look at a Babalawo and say this and that, or if you're a Christian or Muslim. As a Babalawo, do not look at Christian and Muslim any other way. We are all Yorubas, and our focus right now is to ensure that we guarantee our safety and security in our land. Remember, our women are being raped. Our children are being raped in churches. And that is in religious grounds. The Fulani terrorists don't care about that. They rape them at gunpoint. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I need to get that picture out because some people don't seem to get what I'm saying. And I want you to, it's a reference point. It's not something I'm happy that I don't like showing it, but we need to show this. And it is painful. What you see on there is the action of the Fulani terrorists on two 13-year-old girls. What you see there is the action of the Fulani terrorists on two 13-year-old girls. Can you see that? That was on in the grounds of the church, in front of the congregation. No, they were raped openly with one older woman. Can you see that? That is the evidence. So if you are going to be in any way, shape or form, that is, you see, that is a blood stain. They raped them on the floor, outside, at gunpoint. The Fulani terrorists. That is what they did. That is what the Fulani terrorists did. That is what the Fulani terrorists did. I want you all to please remember that. I want you all to please help us share this broadcast. Very, very important. I want you to help us get this broadcast far and wide. As I speak to you, Facebook has blocked Citizen AY. I am unable to broadcast on Facebook, but I am obviously doing it on YouTube. So I need your support. This platform, we need to grow it. Please, help us share this broadcast. Help us share and share. It's very important that the information that we're giving out, that it reaches a lot more people. Like I said, what you see in that picture, it's not something I'm happy to share to talk about in this way, but we need to. The reason why I am giving you this information is that if we do not take action, we need to take action to stop the Fulani terrorists. And the government has refused to proscribe them. Those men who raped those 13-year-olds, they've not been arrested. Governor Dapo Abiodun is in London, seeing Oshoba, former governor Oshoba, in hospital. The hospital that they have failed to provide for Southerners. Shame on those Southern governors. But I'll come back to that later on. So that is what I wanted to show you. So in the context, when you're hearing him, he's not dealing with this. They're not dealing with this. He's not dealing with this. They're not dealing with what you're seeing on the screen. That man, that Aliyu, that you're talking, that is talking, he's not dealing with what you see on the screen. So listen.
Other Nigerians from the other part of the country that are resident in you, and I've said it before, I'm going to repeat it again. In Kano and Kaduna alone, you have more than 19 million. I mean, in the entire northern Nigeria, you have more than 19 million Yorubas resident in the 19 northern states, and not only resident. These guys own.
Can you see what they're trying to do? He's now trying to say we own anything, really. So how much do you pay back for compensation when you destroy a beer parlor or destroy a brewery? Do you pay them compensation? These guys are lying. These guys are lying. These guys are a bunch of liars. Karen, let's listen.
Personal property, land, farmlands, houses, and shops.
How many of you know that if you're a southerner, when it comes to elections, the emir in that area tells you who to vote for? How many of you know this? How many of you know that the emir will tell you? Continue to please share this broadcast. Please share. I appreciate you. Please, when you come in, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. We appreciate you. How many of you know that as a southerner, during every single election, the emir will tell the head of Yoruba people in that area to tell his people to vote for one particular person? The emir. There is no free choice. Quote me. Quote me. You can quote me. You can quote me on that one. Go and ask. You will find that's what is happening. So this man is spewing nonsense. Again, he is a willing tool. This man is a willing tool. We use the minorities in the north. Dr. Aliyu is a Hausa man from the north. The Fulanis view them as minorities. A willing tool. So whatever he's saying, you can't trust it because he's lying. He's a willing tool. Now, let's carry on.
And what have you? And we live with these people peacefully. We try as much as we can to protect them, to protect their lives, to protect their property.
If a Fula, every time that a Christian, a Yoruba man, a southerner goes to a mosque or a church, they are in fear of their lives. Hear me well, this what Dr. Ali is saying here is a lie. Every time that a Yoruba man, an Igbo man, a Middle Beltan goes to do anything, if they are going to church, they are so afraid of their life because they can be killed at any time. And when they get killed, their family will not get any justice. I'm telling you fact. Go and check it. Go and check out what I'm telling you. These are facts. These are not something that you dispute. This guy is lying. Dr. Aliyu is lying. Do not trust him. Everything he's saying is all a trick. Do not fall for it. Our unity is sacrosanct as Southerners. Southerners, we must unite. Come what may. We must pray for strength, wisdom, and unity as Southerners. Strength, wisdom, and unity as Southerners. That is the only way we can defeat the Fulani terrorists who are trying to get our land. Let's join hands. As Babalawos, as Christians, as Muslims, we must pray collectively for strength, wisdom, and unity. Let's carry on.
Why is it that the properties and the lives of our own people that are resident in your own state is not being protected, is not being guided?
Really? Really? So what do you have to say about what Dr. Aborode that was killed by Fulani terrorists? Can you see the double standards of these guys? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? 1 second, please. 1 second, please. 1 minute, 1 second. Yes, so I do apologize for that. Just had to quickly take a call. So this man here, This man here is telling you lies. He is telling absolute lies. One that you must not believe in. Dr. Aliyu is obviously, they are afraid of our unity. I'm telling you, they are afraid of our unity. Those of you watching this broadcast, please continue to share. It is really, 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 really important. Facebook have blocked Citizen AY on for a whole month. For a whole month, I will not be able to broadcast live on any of the platforms that we have on Facebook. So our broadcast will be taking place for the next month at least. All of it will be on YouTube. So we will try and update you and give more updates as and when we get it. But in the meantime, please do share, share, share. When you get the broadcast, please share, share, and share. Now, what Dr. Aliyu is trying to do is to keep us divided. They want us divided as Southerners. But then the Fulanis are standing together. You see, there's a woman. Oh, sorry, these are. I mean, the three of them there. They are standing. It's all psychology. Oh, we are together, so you have to join us. You guys are, you guys are not. We tell you what they are trying to break us apart. Strength, wisdom, and unity of the South is what we must pray for. As Babalawos, as Christians, as Muslims, Southerners, we must pray for strength, wisdom, and unity of the South to defeat the Fulani terrorists that these people support. Now, let's carry on.
That is not to say that we don't know what we are doing. We are not fools. We also have feelings the way you have feelings. We think the way you think. We can act the way you act. But we have been trying as much as we can to restrain our people from taking the laws into their hands. And by what you are doing.
You see what they're doing now? They are not. How many businesses has been destroyed? How many beer parlors and people who are breweries have been destroyed and no compensation paid? Yet they will collect the VAT money from beer that we drink in the South. This is hypocrisy. This is hypocrisy. Many Southerners, they get treated badly in the North, and they dare not say anything. If they do, they can get killed. They pray every time they go out. It's like their life is on a. You're living on a one chance life. One wrong move, you can die. And when you die as a Southerner in the North, nothing happens to those who killed you. Nothing. Because they imposed, let's not forget, these are the same people who imposed Sharia law on Nigeria. They did not seek consent before they imposed Sharia law in 12 northern states. And now they're trying to make sure it goes across the whole nation. This is why we need to separate from contract to Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, continue to watch. Let's play this again.
You are instigating violence. So we are saying that the southern governors...
Right, let me show you the violence that the Fulanis are instigating. We're not talking. These are evidence. This is what the Fulanis did to us in our land. They rape our women. They kill our farmers. They abduct pastors. But this man is saying nothing about that. That evidence is the blood stain is of two 13-year-old girls that was raped on the floor of a church in Ogun State. Please stop falling for the lies. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. Now, let's listen to him. We need to debunk their lie, line by line.
To go back and have a rethink of this their policy. We don't have problem with their policy for as long as they are going to provide an alternative for our people that are resident there, most especially with this grazing issue. If you're going to provide alternative for the Fulanis, build grazing reserves for them, and then let them.
No. We're not building any grazing reserve. We are banning it. You're not Lord over us. You go back to Futajalon. In fact, you, Dr. Aliyu, you can stay in the north. The rest of the Fulani, those of who could see themselves as your leader, they must go back to Futajalon. And you can stay in the north. You have no business. You're not welcome in the south. You're not welcome. Because you are killing us in our land. And enough is enough. Enough is really enough.
Go into the grazing reserve and be paying you on meritorium or even if it is rent on a monthly basis.
They are so afraid of the Southern unity. They are so afraid of Southern unity. Can you see? Oh, we'll pay you. We'll do. They're paying you with. Remember when they say they're going to pay you? Guess what money they're going to pay you with? Your money. It's not their money. They are paying you the money they get from your resources in your land. These guys are thieves. They're a bunch of crooks. We want no part of them in our land. It's time we send the Fulanis back to Futajalon. If they want to stay in the north, if the Hausas want to keep them in the north, let them keep them. But the killings of our people has gone on long enough.
But you are passing a law that said you do not want to see a single cow moving on the street.
Yes, we don't.
You do not want to see a...
Yes, we don't want a single cow moving on the street. Do you see a cow moving on the street in the UK? Do you see a cow moving on the streets in US? Do you see a cow moving on the streets in Canada? Do you see a cow moving on the streets in France? Do you see a cow moving on the streets in Spain? What are you talking about? If you want the cow, keep it in the north. You tell us that we shouldn't drink alcohol in the north. We shouldn't sell alcohol. We are telling you we don't want cows in the south. Finito. That is it. Finish. Southerners, our unity is sacrosanct. We must pray for strength, wisdom, and unity of the South to defeat the Fulani terrorists, aka bandits. We must. These guys are trying to complete. We're not going to accept it. We shouldn't accept this nonsense.
Single cow moving on the street, and you do not provide an alternative for them. For God's sake, how will they feed those animals?
We don't want it. Stop
how
buying.
How will they be able to feed these animals? And you keep on arresting these animals and also charging fees. Arresting, charging, and collecting fees from the Fulani nomads that are innocently trying to find a way of putting ends together. You've heard them.
You see?
Here he is.
We are in a political government, and under a political...
No, it's a lie. We're not in a democracy. By the way, we're not in a democracy. Sorry, let me just make sure. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. I'm just going to just change that back. So I just wanted to just go back. I don't know what happened there. So go back. So I'm going to just mute that. So now let me, so you now know that the Fulanis are from Futajalon, and Dr. Aliyu is a willing northerners as minorities, using the northern minorities as a willing tool. He's a willing tool of the Fulanis. So we are very clear. We support the man you see in the picture, Professor Banji Akintoye, and Oloye Sunday Igboho. Those two are in the picture. We support them 100%. And we continue to advocate that everything they're saying, we stand behind, and we must get behind them. Ninas is something we must support. If you haven't joined, sign the referendum, go and do so. You've got on the screen, at the top of the screen, to the right or to the left, I've got the website. HTTPS. Go there. https.org, FFN, I think is... let me just, I'll get that to you in a minute. A demand referendum. So it's ninasffn.org/demand referendum. You type that in, go and register, go and sign it. Very, very important. So so we're saying Professor Banji Akintoye is a man of integrity, and Oloye Sunday Igboho is a man that believes in the freedom of the Southerners from the oppression that has been imposed on us by the Fulani terrorists. Continue to please share this broadcast. As I said, I've been blocked on Facebook. Facebook, they said, because I showed the picture of the army who said they captured the Fulani terrorists and their cars and the flag, and they showed that. For me simply showing that, they blocked me. They said, oh, I broke their rules. It's an excuse. Obviously, they're working with Contraction Nigeria, but Contraction Nigeria will be no more. We South must stand together. RIP One Nigeria. Now let's carry on. Let's carry on with this podcast. Now I want to show you something. I want you to show you this thing here. By the way, also I will talk about the US a little bit as well. So I might do that for some time. Let's have a look at this. I wanted to get you this information if I can find it. Oh, not that it. No. Okay, now I want you to watch this, and I'm going to show you now. Now let's listen to this Taraba assault. I want you to see the hypocrisy. Listen to this now. Listen to this.
Television. I'm sure Kimalaya Channel Television in Abuja. We're keeping tabs on the report submitted to the Lagos State government by the NSART panel of inquiry over allegations of police brutality and the incident which occurred on the 20th of October 2020. It's 12 days now and counting on the Lekki toll gate incident in Lagos that we're following up on the outcome of what the state government will say afterwards. The Justice Paris Okwebo-led panel has submitted his report, and there are indications that the details are far-reaching, but the Lagos State government says a white paper on the report will be released in 2 weeks, and the countdown has begun. 12 days to go. Our eyes are on the matter.
By the way, now there is no doubt that that was a massacre by any stretch of imagination. That was the fact. Lai Mohammed, aka Lai said that it was a phantom massacre. He needs to explain that to us. It's not a phantom; it's reality. But anyway, that's another thing. We'll come back to that one. So now,
let's now tell you that the United States Secretary of State, Mr. Anthony Blinken, has been meeting with President Buhari, his vice, Yemi Osinbajo, and other top government officials since the man arrived on Nigerian soil.
Can you see this nonsense? I want you to go and look at something. It shows you that we cannot trust anybody. The only people we cannot trust the West. We cannot trust any of those powers. The only people we can trust is ourselves, Southerners. We can only trust. These are the only people we can trust. Our unity, our strength, wisdom, and unity is needed to be able to defeat all of those people combined, the Fulanis and their friends. Our strength, wisdom, and unity. Because I will show you another report. Do you know that the US has actually dropped the name? They've dropped Nigeria from the list of terrorist nations. Religious let me give you the exact detail. 1 second. Let me show you this, because I was going to leave that, but I'm actually not going to leave that. I can't. Yeah, religious violators. Look at that. US removes Nigeria from religious violators list. Can you see that? So they have given the green light to the Fulani terrorists to continue the killings. Let us read what that means, in case you don't understand what that means. What it means is this. It means, no thanks. The United States has removed Nigeria from its list of religious violators, even as it's blacklisted Russia, China, and 8 other countries as countries of particular concern for having engaged in or tolerated systematic, ongoing, egregious violations of religious freedom. How many churches are being burnt every day under this Fulani government? How many churches and mosques? How many churches? How many churches are being burnt? How many people are being killed? There's a genocide going on, and the US chooses this time to remove Nigeria from the list of nations that violate religious freedom. They are imposing Sharia law across the whole country by force, and they remove them. So that means that they are working with them. This is why our unity, I keep putting it up to you, our unity is sacrosanct. It is, we cannot allow that. Our unity is a must. Southerners, our unity is a must. I want you to, this is what I mean. Oh, sorry, I'm going to bring that back. Okay. Our unity is a must. Our unity. As Babalawos, as Muslims, as Christians, we must pray for strength, wisdom, and unity of the South to defeat the Fulani terrorists and their allies, or whatever they call themselves. We can only depend on ourselves as Southerners. Now, let me read on. So, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken made this known in a statement on Wednesday titled Religious Freedom Designations. While the U.S. had in 2020 placed Nigeria and 6 other countries on a special watch list of states that had engaged in tolerated severe violations of religious freedom, Nigeria was missing from the list of countries designated in 2021 for the list of religious violations. Blinken, who is currently in East Africa nation Kenya on official visit, is scheduled to physically visit Nigeria this week and meet Nigerian President Major General Muhammad Buhari, retired, and other members of his cabinet. Can you see that? The U.S. Secretary of State in a statement on Wednesday said the United States would not waver in its commitment to advocate for freedom of religion or belief for all in every country. In far too many places around the world, we continue to see governments harass, arrest, threaten, jail, kill individuals simply for seeking their lives in accordance with their beliefs. This administration is committed to supporting every individual right to freedom of religion, belief, including by confronting, combating violators and abusers of this human right. Every year, the the Secretary of State has a responsibility to identify government and non-state actors who, because of their religious freedom violations, merit designation under International Religious Freedom Act. I am designating Burma. So all of this now is taking away focus. What that means is that they are allowing Fulani terrorists to continue to kill Southerners. Remember, this is the same place where this happened. I keep telling you, the rape of 13-year-old, and the US decide to not, in a church, by Fulani terrorists. In a church. This happened in the church. So you can see that the US are working with them. So we cannot trust the West. We cannot trust them. What you see is the two blood stains, one here, one here. They raped 13-year-old girls on the church floor, outside, at gunpoint. And you tell me we're not there's religious freedom. So US are working with the Fulani government. We understand that, just like the UK are. We cannot trust any of them. It is you and me who must work together. Please continue to share this broadcast. Please continue to share this broadcast. I urge you. Facebook have blocked me. I cannot go out and do anything on Facebook. I'm counting on you to help me share this broadcast. We need to reach as many people as possible with the broadcast. So if you're coming in and you're seeing this broadcast, please do share. Let's put this here. Let's do this now. Where is it? 1 second, please. I'm just trying to get this information out. I just need you all to help me in passing on that information, because Facebook, like I said, they've blocked me and I cannot go in there, and I can no longer, for the next month, I will not be able to post on Facebook on any of the platforms. So your assistance is very much needed. So let me put this again. No, I'm not going to do that one now. I just need to just help do this quickly. Post. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. No. So I'm going to put this here. Next. Please join Citizen AY on YouTube now. So let me just put it out now. So 1 second, please. I'm trying to put it on another platform of ours, so that we can, 1 minute, please. Just give me a second. Okay. 1 minute. 1 second. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so that's what's happening. So I am trying to just show you as much as I can of what's going on. So we cannot trust the US. The only people we can depend on are Southerners. Yorubas, Igbos, Middle Belt, everybody in the South. Those are who we can trust and rely on. We can no longer trust the US, because they've now given the Fulani government the right to continue to kill and to rape. Like I said, the picture that I showed you is a real picture. They raped two 13-year-old girls in the church grounds at gunpoint, and a lady in front of the whole congregation. Fulani terrorists did that. Nobody else. But the US are not saying that. They don't care about that, because they all want to get control of the resources. That's what they're after. Now, so the next thing now is to now go back. So that is the context that I wanted you to look at that. Now let's go back to the video now to see this nonsense that they're doing. So when you're watching this now, you now understand that the US are looking for their own interest in terms of having access to our resources. They don't care about the people. They don't. They really don't. Now, listen up.
The American diplomat is on an African tour. On the issue of NSAS and the report of the panel, the President, Muhammadu Buhari, told Mr. Blinken that he will await the steps taken by Lagos before the federal government takes action on the report of the state judicial panel of inquiry. The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has also met with the American official where there were official consolidation of agreements between the two nations. Take a listen to the U.S. Secretary of State and the Vice President.
Working together, finding ways to cooperate. We're all feeling that very strongly when it comes to COVID-19, and we're grateful for the work we've been able to do together on that.
Please, it is all about exploitation. Continue to share this broadcast, please. Please do give us a thumbs up as you're coming in. Give us a thumbs up. Help us to share it. The more you share it, the more people we can be able to get to reach. As I said to you a few minutes ago, Facebook have blocked us. We can no longer go and do a live broadcast. Please share, and share. Thank you. Continue on.
And I think looking to the future, developing capacity for manufacturing vaccines in Africa is going to be critical, especially in dealing with, unfortunately, the next pandemic, because there almost certainly will be one. We know from the work that we're doing together on climate that we have to be doing this together, and we very much appreciate what Nigeria has done, including at COP26, and including with regard to deal.
You see, all that is just waffle. What have we done? Buhari spoke, how was the fact that he spoke? He did not even mention. There was no mention. Nobody questioned him on the fact of the ongoing genocide that is happening in contrast to Nigeria. Why we in the South are clamoring and going for self-determination. This is, you can tell, we cannot trust these guys. We can't.
With methane emissions, we know that there is much.
I'm not going to listen to it. This man here, anyway, I'm not even going to say anymore. Just
to provide the required infrastructural development.
So let me.
I'm over a threat to Nigeria's.
Now let's listen to this now.
Village, Tokum local government area, is a border community between Taraba State and the Republic of Cameroon. Joseph Manga, the brother of the slain traditional ruler and an aide to the Taraba State Governor, Darius Ishaku, told China's television about this incident. And a federal lawmaker from Taraba State, Senator Emmanuel Boacha, raised an alarm over a threat to Nigeria's territorial sovereignty following the invasion of Manga community in Takum local government area of Taraba State by Ambazonian separatists from the southern part of neighboring Cameroon. Senator Boacha, who represents Taraba South, raised the alarm while addressing his colleagues during Wednesday's plenary in the Senate chamber of the National Assembly in Abuja. He said the community was invaded by a separatist group from the neighboring country. An incident, he said, led to the killing of the village head of Manga and some residents. The lawmaker said some other residents were forced to flee their homes, leaving the village deserted. Senator Boacha therefore called on the military to immediately swing into action to prevent the eventual occupation of Manga community by the separatists. Let's take the conversation forward now, everyone. Let's now speak.
Before we do that, I want you to bring you to something. To tell you the double standards, let me show you the confrontation between Makpila and Ahmed Wase some months ago. They didn't let him table this on the floor of the house. You can see the injustice. Let me bring this to you right now. This is injustice. I'll bring it to you to show you the double standards. Why we can no longer be part of this nonsense. Right. Okay, here we go. Let me go here. Now, I want you to watch this now. It's 8 months ago. Really? Oh God, don't even listen.
Attention business owner.
I'm gonna just do this 1 second, please. I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah, I'm gonna play that and then you see what happens now. To see the double standards though. I need to see this. Now, Makpila tried to table this March. It was March this year. Listen to this. Listen to this. Yeah? In the House of Reps, Listen to this.
As a Nigerian citizen, even in diaspora. So these are still Nigerian citizens with Nigerian passports who are sending a petition.
Maybe I will refer you to the functions of the Committee on Diaspora. If you go through that one, it has nothing relevant to what you are now presenting.
No, I'm not even talking about the committee. I'm saying
no, you are referring me to so that I will understand. Yes, we agree. That even in the house here we have diaspora committee.
Can you see they are talking over him? The thief people are being displaced in our own land by Fulani terrorists, and they won't allow it to be tabled. Can you see the double standards? I'm just showing you. I'm showing you. Please, it's important you share this broadcast. Very important. This is a very key point, and I will try and get this bit, and I will share it later. But I will try and make it a small one and share it later on, or you can cut it and share it later on. But let's just listen to this exchange.
Your concerns.
That is for. Excuse me. That is for them if they have issues for us to solve it for them. But out there, at their own comfort, I think they are not. They don't have this. The position.
So why do we bother about Nigerians in the diaspora then? Because why do we bother? Because we have a diaspora commission.
Please, I will not allow that. I will not allow that petition to take.
Honorable Magbila, be guided.
Can you see? Honorable Magbila, be guided. Be guided. Can you see? They're not letting him speak. They are not letting you as a Southerner speak on the floor of the house, and they're telling you to believe in one Nigeria. A Southerner is speaking, and they are not letting him speak. Do you see it? Can you please type 1 if you see what is... I'm going to wait. Type 1 if what I'm saying makes sense to you. They are not allowing Magbila to table his motion on the floor of the House of Representatives, and he's a Southerner, but they're telling you to believe in one Nigeria. Is trying to speak up for the two people being displaced by the Fulani terrorists, and they're not allowing to table it. Type 1. Please, let's see 1. Type 1, please. If what I'm saying makes sense to you. Type 1. Please do that. Can you do that, please? I'll be waiting for a few minutes. Whilst I'm watching on, type 1, please. I'd like to just know what is going, how you feel about this.
Please.
Honorable Magbila, be guided.
I'm not convinced that we need to take that petition.
So he's not convinced that they need to take the petition, whereby they're tabling a motion about the displacement of T people in continental Nigeria. Can you see why we can no longer support one Nigeria? One Nigeria is not about protecting Southerners. It's about taking the land from Southerners. Please type 1 if what I'm saying makes sense to you. Please type 1. Type 1. Can you see why please type 1. I'm just trying to check. Type 1. They're telling him to sit down. Please type 1. Those of you watching, if you're watching, type 1. Yeah. Steal people's property. Exactly. Shodu Keolayinka. Absolutely. Exactly. Once and for all, Benio, I agree with you. So type 1 if this makes sense to you. If you
be guided about what we've said.
Thank you.
You see? They denied him access. Now,
the coverage
so
of political and ethnic color being docked exactly happened.
Okay, thank you.
So look at
Nigerians in the diaspora, and we do not tell them that they are not resident in Nigeria. Abike Dabri, a very right honorable member of this house, superintends over that, and we handle the issues of Nigerians as long as they're Nigerian citizens, even in diaspora. So these are still Nigerian citizens with Nigerian passports who are sending a petition.
Maybe I will refer you to the functions of the Committee on Diaspora. If you go through that one, it has nothing relevant to what you are now presenting.
No, I'm not even talking about the committee. I'm saying
no, you are referring me to so that I will understand. Yes, we agree. That even in the house here we have diaspora committee.
Your concerns.
That is for. Excuse me. That is for them if they have issues for us to solve it for them. But out there, at their own comfort, I think they are not. They don't have this. The position.
So why do we bother about Nigerians in the diaspora then? Because why do we bother? Because we have a diaspora commission.
Please, I will not allow that.
Magbila, be guided.
I will not allow that petition to take.
Honorable Magbila, be guided.
You see, they do not want you to speak as a Southerner. They only want you to comply with whatever they tell you. That is why we can no longer be one Nigeria. We can no longer be one Nigeria because they don't want you to speak. You are not considered to be equal to them. They want your land. They want to take everything from you. Fellow Southerners, wake up. Wake up. Now, I'm going to move that to one side.
Please.
Honorable Magbila, be guided.
I'm not convinced that we need to take that petition. Thank you.
Whip,
Honorable Magbila, be guided.
About what whip, sir?
Thank you.
Can you see that nonsense? Can you see that? They silenced him on the floor of the house. And you tell us to be in one Nigeria, to believe in one Nigeria. Seriously? Now, listen to this now. Now, listen, they're going to table this now.
Mr. President,
listen.
In the early hours of yesterday, my constituent from the community of Manga, a village in Shibon ward of Takum local government, 20 kilometers away from the famous Kashimbila Dam, which is almost completed by about 96 or 7% by the federal government. This village came under attack by the Ambazonia forces or separatist movement from southwest Cameroon.
You see, all of this should tell us something. There is, I will be talking about that later on, but there is a plan to recolonize Africa, because that is a statement that's going to benefit authorize the Cameroonians to go and attack the Ambazonians. This is a false flag already. A government that refuses to proscribe Fulani terrorists is now talking about attacks. Then people are being killed. They say nothing. Oh, but now this one, it is a plan. It is a ruse. I'm telling you, it's a ruse. It's a lie. They are trying to use it to take more land and kill more people. This is all part of their plan. We need to wake up as Southerners now.
And the village heads and 4 others were killed in this attack.
How many more Southerners have been killed in countless attacks by Fulani terrorists? How do we know that this happened? You are saying it. Where are the bodies? We don't know. We don't know. This could be a ruse. And it may be they're the ones who killed. And then they're blaming somebody else for it. This government can do. There's nothing this Fulani government won't do. There's nothing they can't do. I won't put it past them. Now let's carry on.
Mr. President, I consider this as an attack on our territorial integrity, like I said, and our sovereignty as an independent.
You see, you can see the attack on territorial sovereignty. The fact that Fulani terrorists have been are invited to come by Garbashew, by Bala Mohammed, by all of you. Oh, that's not an attack on our territorial integrity. The double standards. Can you see? Oh man.
Nation. What is their motive is yet unknown. Whether they want to expand territory that they want to lay claim for in southwest Cameroon.
These are the people who are killing us, and they're telling, and they want to take our land, and they're talking about territory. Can you see these double standards? I hope you can see this. Right, let's carry on.
We are not yet clear, but as I speak, a number of individuals have gone missing and are yet unknown their whereabouts.
It's very interesting that these guys say nothing when they've not talked about, they've not called the government and asked them, why have you refused to proscribe the Fulani terrorists, the bandits? Why are you refusing? But they're talking about other things. It's a smoke screen. It is, and they're afraid of the unity of the South. And they cannot blame the IPOB. You see, they cannot blame IPOB in what they're trying to do in Taraba. They cannot say IPOB is in Taraba State. So they can't say IPOB is this. No. So they try to blame Ambazonians. This is a false flag. Oh. You don't even need to go and check it. Think well. Reason well. Oh. Why would Ambazonia want to go into territory of Nigeria and attack? They want their own land. Why? This is a lie. This is a ruse. Don't fall for it. Open WhatsApp line. Okay. I will do that now. Okay, let me do that now. Now, I'm going to open the WhatsApp line. Yes. Somebody's calling me and they said they wanted to talk. So I'm going to do that actually. Since we can, so I can, we can talk for a bit. And I'm going to go and I might have to, I'm going to run, I'm running slightly late. I'm going to open the line and we can talk. So somebody just asked me to open the WhatsApp line. So when it comes on, in the next few minutes. I'll put it on, and you can call in. What are your thoughts? In fact, that's probably what we're going to do now. We will do that, and it's very important to give this a try. 1 second, please. Just want to test it out. Since somebody asked for that, and I think it's worth we should be doing, and I will just make sure that it's working fine. So here we go. 1 second, please. Just want to test it. Sorry. Let me just call it now. So you can call 07399580606. So that line is up and running. That line is up and running. You can what do you call it? You can call it now if you want to call in. The line is up and running. We've got the phone lines open. So if you want to talk, do call in. Call in on plus 4473995800606. If you do want to call in, you're welcome to call in now. Let's just check that we got everything in there. Yeah, the number you can see across the screen, you can call that number now. If you do want to call in, you can call plus 44. No, okay. So, anyway, so whilst I'm waiting for the call to come in, I will continue with the broadcast. But I wanted to just tell you that it's a fraud. Everything that you see here is a fraud. The governance are there to oppress and suppress. They want to take our land. All of that is a smoke screen. They are the ones who have actually done the killing. It's not Ambazonians. It isn't. Ambazonians are going for independence. They're not trying to claim land. And that is something we need to debunk straight away.
The village also is raised down.
And that is what the Fulanis do.
Well, you heard a senator.
The Fulanis do that.
To the lawmaker representing that area in question. Nigeria is faced with some of these issues of bandits. In fact, Taraba State has experienced in past few days some attacks by bandits, and in some that
you see, attacked by bandits. Bandits are Fulani terrorists, and these are what Fulani terrorists do when they come to the south. They rape our young children. They rape 13-year-olds, and those are what you see are blood stains from raping children at gunpoint by Fulani terrorists that the government is refusing to proscribe. Let's watch on.
The region of the country has experienced bandit attacks, some kind of insecurity threat in some parts of the country. Now added to it is some kind of invasion from...
It's a lie. Just think about the logic about what they're saying. Think of the logic. Why would Ambazonia want to claim more territory? Why? Why would they want to claim more territory? Their focus is to be allowed to be free from the Cameroonians, but they are being oppressed in their land, and they've now tried to join forces to blame them for the killings going on. We need to think very, very clear. We've got to be very, very clear about what's going on. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Are you? Good afternoon. Are you watching me live right? Are you watching Citizen A on YouTube right now?
Yeah, I'm watching you live. I'm
Okay, fantastic. Please, go ahead. Make your contributions. Go ahead, please. Thank you. I appreciate you.
all right. Actually, my contribution is just very simple.
Yeah.
In this situation that we find ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, we can all actually observe that the Nigerian government or the Nigerian parliament or the House of Representatives or the legislature,
yes,
they are less concerned about all the citizens in that country.
Exactly.
And for the moment that the Southwest are actually campaigning of separating or disintegrating from Nigeria.
Exactly.
They don't understand anything like diplomacy.
No, they don't.
They don't understand diplomacy because if we are doing things in a diplomacy way with those people, all they understand, all what Nigerian government understand is violence.
Violence. That's it. You're right. The language they speak is violence.
The language they are speaking to us is violence. And
Indeed.
if we don't do something as quick as possible, they will, in fact, what we are saying today will be a different thing that we'll be saying tomorrow.
Indeed. And
you can see the video that you played about the U.S. Is it congressman?
Yes,
or
the Secretary of State.
That you, exactly. You can see their conversation.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. No.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
Because I believe they are playing along with the Nigerian government.
Thank you very much. You are absolutely right. You are spot on. You are absolutely spot on.
They are playing along with the Nigerian government, and we can't wait any longer for us to be saying, okay, we need the support of Americans, we need the support of the Russian government, we need the support of... We don't need all that. We don't need all that. All we need right now is just to switch into action immediately.
Thank you. That's exactly the point. You know, and I hope many of us are watching and listening to what is being said. And you are talking from on ground. Is that correct?
Because actually, I'm not in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Europe. You understand?
Okay.
All what is going on in that fucking useless country, I got every update here and there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Every update.
It's horrifying,
because,
isn't it?
You know, we cannot continue speaking this kind of big grammars, big English to these people. They don't understand what we are talking about.
No, they don't. The only language they understand.
Because I actually speak with one of my uncles, and I actually talked to him on basically what is going on in Nigeria. He told me, and it was very specific. He said the British government are behind the Nigerian government.
Thank you. That's what I've been saying to people, but they won't hear us. You're absolutely right. They are behind them.
He said to me, the British government are behind the Nigerian government. So that's why he said the Boko Haram that we are talking about today, it has been on ground since 2009.
Exactly.
And they've never make any statement concerning that issue since 2009.
Exactly.
And up till date, they kept mute.
Yes. Well said. You are absolutely spot on.
So definitely, they are actually playing a game with us. They are playing a game of throne with us, and we have to play a smart card with them as well.
Yes, indeed. You're absolutely right. You're spot on. And we have to play that game. One more thing I'd like to add. How do you, I put up something that you see on the screen that talks about the Babalawos, the churches and the mosques, that our focus has to be on our common enemy, the Fulani terrorists. How do you feel about that? How do you... there is something... See, all what they are trying to do is just trying to make us believe that maybe our Babalawos are not in function, or but you know, even the pastors in Nigeria, actually in one way or the other, they are also contributing to every problems that we are facing in Nigeria today. Indeed.
Because I believe if they are the real pastors and they are preaching the word of God, and they're supposed to be preaching freedom.
Exactly. And that is why we're trying to empower them that right now our unity is important. Every church must be preaching about our freedom. They must be preaching about self-determination. Babalawo must be doing the same thing. The Muslim churches and Islam in the mosque must be doing the same thing.
The Muslim clerics are even some of them are even trying. Some of them are trying, but I've not seen any of these big pastors in Nigeria that have come out boldly and said what is going on in this nation or in this country is absolutely wrong.
Exactly.
They've not.
They haven't. You're right.
And they can pull a lot of crowd. They can pull crowd. People like Oyedepo, people like what's this name? This religion pastor.
Oyedepo, Adeboye. And
Adeboye.
Yes.
Many of them like that, they have refused to speak.
And Bakari will speak, but it's a bit I don't know. It's
on the last video I heard about Adeboye that he was saying that who knows if Nigeria there will be Nigeria in 2023.
Yes.
Speaking indirectly. He's speaking indirectly, but let him speak directly and let's see what is going to happen. They are all scared.
They are
all scared.
Yeah.
So that's actually, for now, that's my own contribution. Because I can say this is my first time of calling
and I appreciate
your program.
Very welcome.
Because I do follow you time to time.
Thank you.
Both you, Koiki Media, many of you like that. I follow you back to back.
Thank you.
So I really appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Before you go, please help me share the broadcast because, as you know, Facebook have blocked me now for a whole month. So all of my broadcast is going to be on, and the reason is because they said I shared a photo of the army that took down the flag of the Boko Haram, and that was what I showed, and they just blocked me. They just blocked me. They completely blocked me for a whole month. So they are obviously working. We know who the agenda here. So we're not afraid. We will continue.
We just have to work very fast.
That's it.
Seriously.
That is it. That is
seriously.
Yes.
Very fast. Very fast. Because that my uncle that I said.
Yes.
He was a retired army in the UK.
Wow.
You understand? So he
retired army in the UK.
Yeah, he knows everything that is going on there. He knows every damn thing they are doing.
Wow.
Because I even spoke with him about maybe concerning his security accessories and all that. He said, okay, he's going to do one or two things. And he's going to get back to me.
Okay.
But I'm actually still waiting because I want to put him online with Koiki Media, if possible. You understand? So
I mean, also I'm happy to have a discussion with him offline, because these are things that we should be doing, So just reach out. Let me know.
No problem, sir.
Okay.
No problem, sir.
All right, listen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir. Yes,
Bye. So that was quite an engaging discussion right there. Let me see. Okay. So, what I want to do now is, like I said, if you do want to make a few phone call in, you're welcome. The number is 447399580606. The phone lines are open. You're welcome to make the call in, and please help us share the broadcast. Very, very important, because as you know, Facebook have blocked us. We cannot do any broadcast via Facebook, so we are now doing our broadcast solely on YouTube. And that's not a problem. That's okay, But what we want to do is to continue to raise the level of awareness, to make people aware of the injustice and the oppression and the suppression that we face on a daily basis. Now, what I want you all to know is, in doing what we're doing here right now, is to make you aware as Southerners that we need the South to unite. The strength, wisdom, and unity of the South against the Fulani oppression, the Boko Haram terrorists, the Fulani oppression, the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. Our unity in the South, as Southerners, Igbos, Yorubas, Middle Belt, is very, very important. And to that end, I'm urging all churches, all mosques in the South, all Babalawos to all work together, talking to the people, because some are people who go to church, some of them will still go and see Babalawo. People who go to the mosque, some of them will still go to the Babalawo. People who go to the Babalawo, some of them will still go to church. People who go to the Babalawo, some of them will still go to the mosque. So you can see there is an interconnection between all of the three faiths. And what we're now saying is our common enemy remains the Fulani terrorists, the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. And we must work together to confront those terrorists and to defeat them from our land. The kind of things that they're doing are the shocking things I'm about to show you. This picture. They raped 13-year-old girls in the open, in front of everybody. They raped 2 girls and 1 woman in the church grounds, in open air, outside, at gunpoint. And nobody, they have not been arrested. So there is no doubt that the Fulanis want our land. They want to destroy us. And we must work together. So in closing, I'm going to be back later on. And if nobody is going to call in, that's okay. You don't have to call in now. I've been on this call, this broadcast for about some time. But please, what I want you to do is, this broadcast is very important. I want you to please share, and share. Right now, I'll be coming on broadcast as often as I can on YouTube at any time. It's not going to be set times at the minute, owing to the fact that there are a lot of things happening. 1, 2, Facebook have blocked me. The reason I'm doing this, we need to get this platform to continue to grow, to reach more people. Your support is very much appreciated. We support Nnamdi Kanu. We support and we continue to demand for his immediate release. We support Oloye Igboho. We demand that he be allowed to go and get medical treatment. Such like, let me show you a picture. I want to show you a picture, actually. These are the kind of things that we should really be aware of. And it makes you just I'm even lost for words. What I'm about to show you, I'm lost for words. Now, 1 second, please. Just give me a minute. You will see come up, and I will put it here. So, okay. Now, so yeah. So please, I'd like you all to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Continue to, and on Twitter, we're sharing it as well. Please continue. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. It's very, very important. Now, let's get you this picture that I was talking about. And of course, 1 second. Oh, yeah, isn't that there? Yeah, it should be there by now. 1 second, please. And of course, we're talking about the fact that the Taraba, it is a ruse. Don't fall for it. It is a lie. It is an attempt to make people, the Ambazonians are only interested in getting freedom away from the French-speaking side, who are oppressing them in their land. So I'm going to put, this is something that another medical tourism. Yeah, watch this now. Okay, I'm going to put a picture up. You're going to see this now coming up. Now, what you see there is Governor Dapo Abiodun next to the former governor of Ogun State, Oshoba. Is receiving medical treatment in the UK. That's a current governor coming to the UK to see a former governor. And it is sad to see that we have no medical health that they can use on ground in Ogun State, that they have to come all the way to the UK to get medical health. And they refuse to invest the money in the medical health, nor provide safety or security for the citizens. Do you agree with me? What are your thoughts? What do you think? How do you see? How does this play out to you? What does this look like to you? How do you see what we're showing you? Are you not upset? Type 1 if you find that what they've done is wrong. Type 1. If type 1 if you agree with me that for them to be going abroad is wrong. Type 1. Just type 1 because this is wrong. A governor that is Governor Dapo Abiodun comes all the way to the UK to see another former governor, both of whom have failed to provide medical health care for Ogun State citizens. And they are in the picture. And, but the people that they're meant to, the both of them should have served, have been denied access to medical health such as they're enjoying from the picture. What do you think? How do you see this? You can call in on 447399 580-606. You can call into Citizen AY Direct and we can have a discussion. I'll be back later on. I'll probably be back talking live on Oduduwa TV radio later on. I'll be streaming either on this platform or Oduduwa TV radio or both. I'll be streaming a discussion about the recolonization of Africa or thereabouts. There'll be a discussion that I'll be having between at 3 o'clock today. So watch out for that. But right now, what we want to do is, of course, talk about this kind of things. So please, I want you all to be aware that we are oppressed in our land and we must go for self-determination. And the unity of the South, strength, wisdom, and unity. We must pray for that as Babalawo people, as Christians, and as Muslims, Southerners. We must pray for strength, wisdom, and unity of the South to be able to defeat the Fulani terrorists. When we pray together, then we take action together collectively. So prayer and action, that's what we're looking at. So I wanted to state that to you all. Those of you watching, if this resonates with you, please do share. Continue to share. Please hit the subscription button. Hit the notification button. Give us the thumbs up. Very important. The more thumbs up we get, the more people we are reaching. So continue to share this broadcast. I appreciate you. If we don't hear from people now, we will stop here and come back later on. And of course, please do not forget, the government of the day are still, as we speak, they have refused to proscribe the Fulani terrorists, which means they support them and they want them to kill and take as much land as possible. The Taraba thing is a ruse. It is a ruse. Ambazonians will never go to another land and claim it. They want to try and blame them and get support from the from the French to attack the Ambazonians. That's all it is. Look, they are all trying. It's all distraction. Don't fall for it. The Fulani terrorists are not being proscribed, and that is all we must focus on. The South must unite. We must unite. We must pray for strength, wisdom, and unity of the South to defeat the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. And ladies and gentlemen, you're of course watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. So now, what we must do from here on, is to continue to speak truth to power. We must continue to speak truth to power. The oppression, suppression of the people is totally unacceptable. I urge you all to continue to help us. As I speak to you, Facebook have blocked me, they've banned me, if you like, for a whole month. But that's okay. So I'm not too bothered about that. What I want us all to do is to be able to get the information out. So when you get this broadcast, please do share it. We appreciate you. Please do share and join us. Make sure that we get as many people as possible to be, to listen to this. And, we need to take those actions. We must take the action to make sure that we save ourselves. And we have to do that as a group. Collectively, Yorubas, Igbos, and Middle Belt work together. In our religions of Christianity, Islam, and of course the spirituality of Ifa and Babalawos, we need to pray. All of those three must pray together to work for Yoruba nation and to work for our unity. For Yoruba nation, for Igbo nation, and for Middle Belt. So very, very important. Let me just do something before I go. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to put this all here. So, okay, what is this one? Okay, so I'm not going to... Where is this? Okay. Right, anyway, so what we are doing now is to just raise the level of awareness. So please, as ever, do share the broadcast. As I said, currently I am blocked on Facebook, so I cannot come up on Facebook. So you won't be seeing a lot of our broadcasts on Facebook, but that's okay. These things do happen. What they said is we broke a law by sharing the broadcast. and that is quite, by sharing a picture where the army captured the Boko Haram, and they showed the flag that they captured them in that area. That's what I showed, and they blocked it. That's up to them, but we will continue. And ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen Airwire, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on, and we can talk some more. But I want to thank you for joining me. Please help make this go viral. Help us make this platform become a regular platform that you can click on. Please click the notification button so that when I come live, you'll be able to see us. I want to thank you all, those of you that have subscribed already to Citizen Airwire. Please encourage more people to subscribe. That way we can reach more people. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. You're watching Citizen Airwire, the platform where we speak truth to power. We are the Sorosuke generation. Let me do that again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Citizen Airwire, the platform where we speak truth to power. We only deal in one currency, truth. We are the Sorosuke generation with evidence. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll come back with more updates in the coming hours and days. We will be, will remain with you all. We'll remain focused on achieving Yoruba nation. We support Professor Banji Akintoye and Oloye Igboho 100%. Do not listen to the dissenters. Our focus must be to achieve Yoruba nation. Together, we can achieve it. Yorubas and Middle Belt, Yorubas and Igbos, we can unite together to achieve this. Furthermore, in the religions, Christianity, Islam, and Isheshe, i.e. with the Babalawos, we must pray together for strength, wisdom of unity of the South to defeat the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. That must be our common cry and our actions. Thank you for watching. I'll be back later on to give you further updates. Thank you.